Today we are diving into the ultimate historical, the Shroud of Turin, a 14-foot linen cloth that might have wrapped Jesus Christ, or might just be a medieval art project gone viral. This thing got blood, wounds, and a creepy image that science can't explain, so buckle up for a wild ride through history, fate, and some serious CSI vibes. So what's the big deal about the shroud? The Shroud of Turin is a massive linen sheet, 14 feet long to be exact, that some folks believe it was Jesus Christ's burial cloth. It shows faint front and back images of a crucified guy, complete with whip marks, nail wounds, and even injuries from a crown of thorns. Or even injuries from a crown of thorns. Sounds like it matches the Bible, right? Think Joseph of Arimathea wrapping Jesus in linen, or Isaiah's prophecy of a disfigured figure. Catholics have been obsessed with it for centuries, but Protestant bigwig John Calvin back in 16th century was like, nah, this is just a total fake. And most Protestants follow suit. So is this the real deal or just a holy glow up? The shroud's image isn't just some sketch. It's a photographic negative, and nobody figured that out until photography came along in the 19th century. In 1898, an Italian guy named Secondo Paya snapped a pic and boom, the negative turned into a positive image with a dude's face and body in crazy detail. Fast forward to 1978, and NASA used 3D imaging technology to reveal the image has three-dimensional data showing a body in rigor mortis with super accurate crucifixion wounds. The image only affects the top 2 to 5 micrometers of the linen fibers. No paint, no dyes, nada. Microchemical and X-ray tests in the 70s found 0 pigments or biochemicals. So, how did this image get there? Some say a burst of radiation or light. Sounds sci-fi, but we'll get to that. Now, if this was a medieval forgery, you'd think we could recreate it, right? Wrong. Scientists have thrown everything at this. Lasers, fancy technology, you name it. And they still can't replicate the shroud's image. The discoloration only hits the topmost fibers, turning them white. There's no way to do that with paint or any known art trick. The image photographic negative and 3D data are just too perfect. It's like trying to fake a 4K hologram with a box of crayon. Good luck. This has even the skeptics scratching their heads, because if some medieval artists pull this off, they were basically a time-traveling genius. Now let's talk gore, because the shroud is basically a crime scene. In 1978, tests confirmed there's human blood on it, with a halo effect around the stains, showing serum separation from red blood cells. The blood is still red, which is weird for something ancient, but that's because of high bilirubin levels. Think extreme stress or trauma. It's got hemoglobin, human albumin, and possibly type AB antigens. The wounds? Spot on with the gospel. Scratching marks, crown of thorns, nail holes in the wrist, not hands because Romans knew anatomy, and an oval spear wound on the right side. There's even a broken nose, plucked beard, knee bruises from falls, and shoulder marks from carrying a cross. Basically, the Bible's greatest hits. In 1988, a radiocarbon test dated the shroud to 1260 to 1390 CE, which had skeptics doing a victory dance. Medieval forgery, case closed. But hold up, later studies showed the sample was a mix of ancient linen and modern repair threads, totally messing up the results. More recent X-ray dating aligns it with 1st century's textiles, like those from Masada, Israel, putting it right in Jesus' time. Plus, there's a Jerusalem dirt, minerals, and pollen from regions along its historical path. like a medieval travel diary etched into the fabric. So, is it ancient? The jury's still out, but the evidence is stacking up. The Shroud of Turin is the most studied artifact in history, and it's still got everyone, from scientists, scholars, believers, losing their mind. Forensic experts say the wounds are alleged, way too detailed for a medieval artist to fake. The photographic negative, 3D data, blood halos, and that unreplicable image. It's like the shroud's laughing at science, saying, "Figure me out, I dare ya." Some people think it's proof of a divine event, like a snapshot of the resurrection of a burst of holy light. Others say it's just a really clever hoax. 𝘕𝘂𝐿𝑎𝑐 is sitting at the crossroad of history, science, and faith, and it's not giving up its secret anytime soon. Housed in Italy for centuries, the 14-foot-long cloth has not been publicly displayed for a decade and will remain in a climate-controlled case for conservation, with only a digital replica shown to the public. So, where do we land? Is the Shroud of Turin the real burial cloth of Jesus, capturing a moment of divine magic? Or is it a medieval masterpiece that's been punking us for centuries? The wounds, the blood, the image, it was all too perfect to dismiss, but too mysterious to prove. One thing's for sure, this 14-foot piece of linen has been messing with our heads for way too long, and I'm kinda here for it? What do you think? Is this the ultimate holy event, or the greatest art scam ever? Drop your thoughts in the comment. I want to hear all of the theories. Whether you're a Team Jesus or Team Medieval artist, you gotta admit, this thing's a mystery worth obsessing over. If you love this deep dive, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell for more historical mysteries with a side of sass. I'll see you later, guys. Stay curious.